Hello everyone. So today let us talk about ScriptRunner for Jira, and this video is applicable for both server version and also the cloud version of ScriptRunner for Jira. Now today I thought I'll probably talk about learning ScriptRunner or using ScriptRunner in your Jira instance. If you want to automate things, you may want to of course get your hands dirty. And recently, or not really recently, but I have been noticing that whenever people ask questions related to ScriptRunner for Jira, for example, if I'm trying to do something, let us say I have to. So recently I saw one post on the community where someone was trying to hide a transition based on a custom field value. If the custom field value is yes or no, then show the transition, basically a condition, a scripted condition. Now, when people try to learn ScriptRunner for Jira, so there are different type of people who ask questions on the community. Usually there are people who would simply explain the requirement and they will, and I'm talking about people who are interested and they know the capabilities of ScriptRunner for Jira. So the first category of people are those people who would simply ask a question and they expect a fully working solution from someone, and usually someone will reply to them. I mean, to be honest, if I have a script ready or a video ready, and to be honest, I have like plenty of videos, hundreds of videos only on ScriptRunner for Jira. I try to share a couple of them. For example, if someone is trying to hide a transition, then if I go to my ScriptRunner for Jira playlist, and if I search for something like condition, I can find this video called script post function with conditions. Now, if you are trying to hide a transition and you want to know or you want to use a ScriptRunner, so this is something that you can do with using a condition, but you need to know what a condition is, and you also need to know what a transition is. And for example, in this video, I explained script condition to show a transition screen or to basically hide a transition or whatever. So basically, you need to know about these things. So Jira admin scale is definitely needed, number one. Sometimes, I mean, the second category of people are those people who would find, they will probably share a script that, okay, I found the script, but the script is not working. And sometimes I notice that they have copied the script straight away from somewhere and they don't even modify it further. So you need to, of course, modify the script. You need to also make sure that the script is basically tweaked slightly or rewritten slightly to match your requirements. And in some cases, you might be able to find a script that will do exactly what you are trying to do. And there are plenty of examples that you can find online. But my recommendation would be, in case you are new to ScriptRunner or you have been using it for a while and you're trying to, of course, learn more. And I did mention it in the previous videos, I believe, on the ScriptRunner playlist, that try to spend some time in the beginning to understand a few basic things. And let me share those few basic things. It is actually very simple and straightforward. So the first thing is that when you are trying to use a ScriptRunner for Jira, and by the way, you can watch this video where I explained each and everything, like not really each and everything, but like top 5 tips. Now in Jira, there is a concept of, I mean, not in Jira, but yeah, also in Jira, but also in ScriptRunner for Jira, there is a concept of log. So the way I write scripts is, even if I'm doing a very simple thing, I try to make sure that I'm using log. So try to use the log so that if you are fetching, let us say, a custom field value. Now, when you fetch a custom field value based on the type of the custom field, the return could be just one item or it could be a list. If you're talking about select list, drop down fields, then you need to, of course, make sure that your code is written in a way so that you can handle those multiple values. And you can only do that when you, of course, get your hands dirty. So first of all, there are no shortcuts that you, I mean, in case you want to automate things in Jira using ScriptRunner for Jira, you have to write code and you have to learn a bit of Groovy. Again, you don't need to be like super expert, but I think the expectation here is that you need you need to know a few things, like basic things. I think even the basics of Groovy is good enough. So use log and try to use the console log. So the way I usually work is, if I don't have access to IntelliJ, so first of all, if you're writing a code on ScriptRunner on Jira server, for example, and you're using, of course, ScriptRunner for Jira on server, then wherever applicable, wherever possible, I know it is not always possible, but try to have a local setup. Like I normally have a local setup where I have IntelliJ, and when you have IntelliJ with your local Jira instance, then it is super fast doing the development, because you can also connect your IntelliJ to your Jira source code, and it really helps in writing code quickly. You have access to all the Java APIs, all the classes, and you can basically save plenty of time. But also on the, I mean, even if you're using the online editor, like the editor that you have within ScriptRunner for Jira, it has some autocomplete features, and it will also help you and assist you. So this is something that I highly recommend. Use console log. Try to use IntelliJ wherever you can. Also use the online editing features, like with your autocomplete, and I'm just trying to look at the next point that I want to mention. Also try to make sure that keep like snippets of different things that you can do. Now let me show you. So if I show you one of my video, or maybe I'll just open all of my videos, like everything. So this is the public repository of all these ScriptRunner videos, where I have not just the videos, but I also have like a repository, like a code repository. For example, if I show you here on top, so this is my GitHub repository where I have code. For example, doing simple things like how to add user to a group. So I have a code for that. How to create an issue. So there is a code for that. And of course, it's a simple code. But when it comes to doing something complex, usually you have to combine multiple things. And I try to copy the code from, let us say, one of the script. For example, if you have to create a group and also add a user to that group. So you can do that, right? Because you have these scripts. So I normally try to keep these scripts. And these scripts are basically of course, these scripts are public. But I also have my local repository, and my local repository, if you can imagine, I have been using ScriptRunner for Jira for many years. I have a lot of code with me. So it is my own personal repository, which of course I don't really want to share each and every code snippet with you, because I wrote it for a client, and I think it is not really fair because someone paid me to do it. So at the same time, I try to share as much as I can, like without if let us say you pay me to write a script to solve your problem, I'll probably share like a snippet of that particular, or usually, if you look at doing basic things or basic automations in Jira using a ScriptRunner for Jira, it is nothing but a combination of these scripts, right? But sometimes you have to also implement some kind of a business logic or a complex automation. Again, combining these things, but at the same time, it is going to solve one specific use case. So I do have like a lot of my scripts that I have been writing for many years, and I have that local repository plus this repository. So when you have these code snippets with you, or these like your own personal library, you can actually then not only refer to the snippets whenever you have to do something similar, but at the same time, it will also make you faster. And it will also give you more confidence, because when you have to write a code for someone like a client, or maybe internally within your company, you know that, okay, I have to do this and that, and I have to send an email. I have to also, build some kind of a approval system. I can do that within 2 days. So when you have these code snippets ready, it is just a matter of copying. So the way I work is I create simple functions. For example, if I have to create an issue. So in my script, what I will do is I will basically use this code. Of course, it's a very basic code, but usually in my code, I have like error handling and a few other things. But I have like a function or a method for this, which I will call, and I will pass the necessary parameters. And at the same time, when I have to make sure that if I have to write some kind of a logic, I try to start with one main, like the initial first few, the initial 20 lines, I would say, apart from the import statements, will have, let us say, all the variables, right? Like the global variables. Then I will have various steps, like what this script is doing. Step number 1, do this. Step number 2, do that. Step number 3, do that. And for those steps, I basically call those individual functions. So I would say if you are trying to, based on your level, and of course these tips which I'm trying to give you and share with you will help you to become better at writing code and using ScriptRunner for Jira. Of course, this is also applicable for doing something similar on cloud. This is also applicable for automation. And to be honest, I have been making these videos for many years now. And to be honest, I actually refer to my own site, because I don't honestly remember each and everything, because I do a lot of, these days everyone is doing automation on cloud, right? Because automation on cloud is wonderful. Recently, there was an announcement from someone from Atlassian that they have now introduced few more triggers for forms and actions that will do something with forms. I still need to, I watched the video and I read the post, but I still need to see those things happening in my Jira instance. But the thing is that I refer to my own repository, and in case you want to use my site, there are so many things that you can do, but the most simplest thing that you can do is search. So I have this search box on top. For example, if you're looking for script condition, just search for it and you will find not one, not two, but multiple posts or videos. And that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about. Not really talking about a specific thing, but just wanted to share my views that in case you want to learn ScriptRunner for Jira, get your hands dirty. It is not really, I don't really want to say it is simple, but at the same time, it is not also difficult, depending upon what you want to do. Getting started, in my opinion, is probably the most important and a bit difficult when it comes to learning any tool. And there are no shortcuts. You have to work hard, and I'm trying my bit. I make these videos, these daily videos, to help you guys so that you can get the most out of these Atlassian tools. And in a way, I'm also helping myself, because this is my repository, this is my profile. If, let us say, you are trying to hire me, I don't have to convince you that yes, I'm good in doing these things. I'm good in ScriptRunner, I'm good in using Jira. I'm a good Jira consultant, because this is the proof, right? I have so many videos, thousands of videos. So do that, and also share whatever you're doing. If you can, make videos, write posts about it, share it on your website, and have your own website, not really do it on other social media sites. I try to post everything on my site. I do have my YouTube channel, which is of course on YouTube, but at the same time, just to share with you, in case you don't know, I have this, all my videos, all my YouTube videos on both the channels, this channel, Ravi Sagar, and also my other channel, Blackberry Boy, they're all synced with this site called Odyssey. So this is basically based on library, which is based on blockchain. So I am not honestly too much worried about. Of course I'm using YouTube, but you never really know what will happen to YouTube. They may make it a paid platform, but in any case, this is my channel on Odyssey where I'm syncing everything. So all my videos, for example, if I show you my Ravi Sagar channel, you can find these videos here as well. Of course, this is a bit assuring for me that yes, I have my videos here and you can find them in case YouTube goes down. And the thing is that I try to keep everything on my site. So all my videos are here. All my content is always there on my website. And that is it. That is all I wanted to share and talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.